Hey guys, I'm Kristen and today is Mystery Box Challenge. Now this challenge is hosted by Courtney from Creative on the Cheap, and I just love that she came up with this. It just brings so many YouTubers together, and it is fun to do once in a while, but you just never know what you're going to get or what the twist or the challenge is actually going to be. So this is going to be obviously be a Christmassy theme, of course. Courtney from Creative on the Cheap sent me my box, and I sent my box to Whitney from Whiskey and Wit. So a bunch of YouTubers, they get together, they send each other boxes full of some random fun stuff along with some challenge items along the way. I'm gonna unbox mine, see what I got, and see what I have to work with. I don't do the mystery box as often as I used to, but the last time I did send Courtney some pretty awful things. So, and you know, when I want to talk about awful, I want to talk about something, well, I want to talk about this.
What's behind door number 1, Chuck? Well, that would be 3 pairs of lacy underwear. Of tampons.
So anyways, I hope it's not that bad. She said it wasn't because I guess we're all just in Christmas spirit, right? All right, she sent me a card. Okay, so we're gonna go in. She made these adorable tags right here. So there's always a list of things we have to send each other. This one is one of the stems and or picks. So this is really cute. We have just our choice. We can send whatever we want. It doesn't have to be a certain or a specific item. So she sent me some bottle brush trees, which I always love those. Some ornaments, and this was another one of, oh no, this one got oh no, that one's like crushed a little bit. Next is a cooking utensil, which, I mean, this is gonna be so easy, so that is great. We have item choice, so this is number 2. Oh, a pumpkin spice, which this would be really fun to turn into Christmas. Next, we have some scrap paper. We had to send each other like some sort of cardstock, scrap of paper, just something of that sort. And she sent me a bunch of different, ooh, a glittery scrap of paper. I actually don't have any of that, so that's cool. The wood item, she sent me this little box, a little treasure chest. I actually think I have an idea for this. I don't normally buy things like this, but I think I have a good idea for this one. A giant thing of ribbon. I despise ribbon. It's only because I just don't know how to make my own bows, so I just don't love ribbon. But this is very pretty. I do like that. It's like there's kind of a glitter theme going on here. All right, normally I open my challenge items first, but I'm gonna open them last. One is a recyclable item, so let's just open that one. And she wrapped it up in Christmas paper. Okay, so this is actually, okay, it's like a coffee creamer. All right, I can get on board with this. This seems pretty easy. I like that. And the challenge item, I have no idea what this is gonna be, and I hope it's not gonna be hard. Oh no. Oh no. You said it was gonna be easy. You said it wasn't gonna be hard, and these are so stupid. I swear, everyone from the Mystery Box Challenge has gotten one of these a time or two. I can't stand these little fuzz balls, but I think you'll be okay. I don't know. I don't know. Is this what you made the mange tree out of, Courtney? I can't remember. It's been so long since I have seen this flopping around the Mystery Box Challenge in a minute, but I don't like this at all. First DIY, I'm going to be using that wooden box, and I kind of had different plans once I kind of started this craft. I'm just going to be tearing this apart. I'm going to be unscrewing all the screws and making it into 2 pieces because I love anything that is wood like this that I can make a sign out of. So this first side I'm going to be painting in the crimson color, and this is by Waverly Chalk Paint, my absolute most favorite color of red. No, I did not cover those little screw holes up, but you could take some wood filler. It would have taken a second for me to do, but kind of just opted out on it this time around. I'm using a Chalk Couture silkscreen stencil. These are some of my favorites, and they always look so high-end when it comes to making signs or trays or any sort of decor or gift ideas. I just think they look so pretty, and that one fit perfect. It is a newer one. It says Santa Sweets. It is just the cutest thing. For the second one, I'm going to go ahead and paint it black, and this is by the black chalk paint that is from Dollar General. It is my favorite chalk paint, honestly, that I've used, but the black one is the only one that's actually good there. Another silkscreen transfer. This is from Chalk Couture as well, and I grabbed this one last year, and I did a couple different crafts with it last year as well, but I just love how this little snowman turned out. I also have these candle holders or these candlesticks. These are from a yard sale. I picked them up for 25 cents a piece and just went ahead and just glued these signs right to the top. I kind of like when I have some height on certain, I guess, like certain types of signs. Now this, I'm just using some leftover greenery and some berries, and then I did just take the, I like to call them pipe cleaners, although they are chenille stems. That is the twist in all the videos. I have to use those chenille stems, pipe cleaners in every single craft. So I just used my finger to twist it and then threw it in that pick and just glued it to the back of the sign. And I think these are so cute and they look so pretty. I'll just dive right into one of the challenge items, this Chobani creamer. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it red, although this did take so many coats. And then when I was finished with it, I realized that you can kind of still see some of the words on it. It's crazy that even like 3 or 4 coats of paint did not cover this up. So once that was done, I did want to make this into a fun like drink or treat because it already looks like that. And I thought it would be fun to just kind of amp it up for the Christmas season. So I'm using my puffy paint, and then when you tap the bottom, it gives a fun drip on this. This did not stick as well as I thought. Once it was dried, some of the sides were just completely red. I don't know what happened. I'm also using some faux sprinkles. They are just like the clay material. I grabbed them off of Amazon. Peppermint mocha in a vinyl decal. I just used my Cricut. I had to use another one of those pipe cleaners. I'm just going to call them pipe cleaners. Chenille stems just seem just too out of my league, I guess. I decided to just poke some holes in the side and just use it for a handle on this. Now I'm just embellishing it with some faux marshmallows, peppermints, and all the fun things. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Now these are the chenille stems, and you know what? I didn't even know that's what they were called. All my life I've called them pipe cleaners. I'm gonna go ahead and use those bulb ornaments that were sent to me in my box, and I did try to wrap one with the pipe cleaners and it did not work, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when it's done or halfway done. I decided to go ahead and cut a bunch of these up and add them to the middle or the inside of the bulb. Put that back together, and then I thought this would be really cute as a little snowman bulb. I love kind of creating my own ornaments throughout the years. It's just kind of a fun thing to do, and this is very kid friendly, so if you have kids or grandkids and you want to make these, this is a really fun craft to do with them. I added some buttons and some ribbon, and this is what it looks like when I tried wrapping. All the hot glue was coming through. They were falling off. It was an ugly looking bulb. So we're just going to stick with the snowman one. I decided to use the scrapbook paper from my box. I'm just using some frames that I used in a craft and I never showed it. Also using that stem that was sent to me in my box as well, and this wood bead garland I grabbed recently from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to keep it as is, and we're going to cut it once it is completely glued. I just thought this was so much easier than just doing bead by bead, and it turned out great. This stem I thought was really cute. I decided to add those pipe cleaners to this as well, but first I wanted to go ahead and add some twine around the bottom because I did end up cutting it a little bit so it would fit in the frame. So once that was done, I decided to embellish it with the pipe cleaner, of course, and I just wrapped these around my finger, but I grabbed a bunch of different ones from Dollar General. I grabbed like some black ones, some white ones, and some silver sparkly ones. I thought they would all fit the Christmas theme. I did end up gluing these to the back of the frame. I also had some really cute ornaments that are gingerbread. These are from Walmart. Decided to just go ahead and add one right to the middle of my stem, but I'm not done there because we might as well use the ribbon. I tied it off with a pipe cleaner. I just kind of cut a couple different pieces and just kind of fluffed it out. And you know what? I don't think this ribbon looks too bad. Went ahead and added it to the bottom. I still thought that the ribbon was plain, so I decided to add one of these little peppermint rolling pin ornaments. I grabbed these from Walmart last year. Why I am only showing this because my husband said it looked cute. I wanted to use the other color of scrapbook paper, and I honestly don't love this, but let me know in the comments below what you would do different or what you would make to make this a little bit better. I thought that the snowflakes were kind of cute with those cut pipe cleaners, and I thought it'd be cute like around a frame. I just added a few, and then I had a gingerbread ornament from last year. I think it's from Walmart, and I just decided to add it. I think it's kind of cute. I'm not sure if I'm in love with this one, but he told me to totally add it to the video, so I did. Here it is. Let me know what you guys think. Wooden spoon, I am totally going to recreate a DIY I did last year because this is definitely going to be going up in my hutch. I have a large hutch that I decorate with gingerbread items on it for the holidays. This will be my, I think, 3rd year I will be doing that, and I am in love with it. It is one of my favorite things to decorate, and I'm probably going to do it very soon. Also, happy Halloween. It is Halloween today when this video is going to be posted, which is crazy, but I think November 1st, the tree might be going up along with my gingerbread items. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a video where I decorate my hutch full of fun DIYs that I did with gingerbreads. Most of them are DIYs, some are bought, but anyways, made a faux like frosting spoon, used that pipe cleaner, and kind of just started taking some little bits off of it to make it into sprinkles. I painted this in the hazelnut color, added embellishments that are from Amazon and Hobby Lobby, and I have more of these spoons that I made last year that I'm just going to be adding this one to it, and I just think this one is super cute. As soon as I saw this one come out of the box, I knew that I was going to be turning it into some sort of gingerbread drink because, like I said, the hutch was my favorite thing to decorate and I need some new decor. But once I painted it red, I realized that is not even the color that I wanted to paint this mug. So you're going to see in a little bit that I did just change it to that hazelnut color for gingerbread. Obviously painting this all white and then using one of these stems. We're just going to be and eventually putting it on as a straw because it is the twist. Like, that was a hard twist to come up with bunches and different ideas to use these stems, but I mean, it was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be intimidating and hard, but it just ended up being fun. So I added that puff paint. I just grabbed mine from Walmart, but they do have it obviously at every single craft store. I added a little bit extra to hold the stem down, and now I'm just adding some faux sprinkles. And of course, like, embellishing this is just always the funnest part. I used my Cricut to cut out this gingerbread bakery. I don't make my own. I just go into their images and type in things or whatever that I want. Also, those little stickers are from Hobby Lobby. They are little wooden stickers. They're some of my favorite little gingerbreads to use for the season. And I ended up having to hot glue it because the tape on the back just was not handling it. But I think this one turned out absolutely adorable, and I can't wait to be adding it to this year. Okay, now to the second challenge item. This is the ugly pen. I didn't know what to do with it first, and then I was like, okay, I'm just going to tear it apart. Maybe I'm cheating, but I don't think so. Tore it apart. There is a foam ball on the inside of this, and I'm like, this is perfect. We're going to be making a faux cake pop. I made these last year as well, but like I said, I can never have enough, and I want more for my decor this year. I'm just using some brown puff paint, adding some faux sprinkles, and for whatever reason, Everything was blurry, so I did not show all, like, the whole sprinkling these on. I also decided to go ahead and use some more of those like shaved pipe cleaner just to make some sprinkles out of it. So I did add those and I just sprinkle a little bit more. It's kind of what it looks like. This is kind of what it looks like when it's done. I think it turned out cute. I added a bow to it and voila, we have a little faux cake pop. The next one, I'm going to go ahead and use this wood piece along with this wood crate. I did already stain them in the dark walnut. Obviously, these were different pieces of wood because the wood doesn't look the same, but I've had these in my craft room. I wanted to use them, so here we are. I glued those together, and now I'm using the... oh my gosh, what are these called? I was going to call them pipe cleaners. The bottle brush trees from my box. And I did cut off the bottoms because I wanted cuter bottoms. So I decided to go ahead and glue those wood stems to the bottoms of all of the trees. Next, I decided to just go ahead and just kind of fill this crate with whatever I could. I had some stems. I also had some burlap, and we're just kind of adding it just to make it look rusticy and fun. So I went ahead and added those bottle brush trees to this, and I liked that they weren't like setting in there perfectly. Like they weren't. Anyways, I just love the whole thing of this. I added some more greenery into here, and then I am using the other part of the pen. So don't think that I only use the foam ball. I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom of it. It is hollow. I decided to go ahead and wrap the stems or the pipe cleaners or chenille stems around this. I had to use like 3 or 4 black pipe cleaners. A little bit of everything. We're going to call it pipe cleaners. We're going to call it stems. We're going to try the whole thing with this. So I'm going to be using this as like a little stand or like a little, you know, for this chalkboard. This chalkboard, I think I got it from either Michael's or Dollar Tree a long time ago. And we're going to have a little for sale sign. And I also cut this Farm Fresh Christmas trees out with my Cricut. And then we're going to be adding it to the back. Yes, I should have probably did this process first, but sometimes I get way too excited to start adding things, and I just kind of went around the bottle brush trees, although I could have taken everything out and redid. It's not redone, but is it? No. Okay. Adding everything together. There we go. I love this one. My house is decorated in all sorts of different fun things for Christmas, so this is going to fit in perfectly. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, check the playlist in the description box so you guys can check out everyone that participated in the mystery box challenge. That is it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.